All right, I wanted to use this opportunity to talk to you about the blood vessel and some things that I think are very important for you to understand about how to maintain a healthy blood vessel, how to prevent a heart attack, how to prevent a stroke, and that's what we're going to look at right here. So this is a blood vessel, and blood flow is, we'll say, is going this way. And then the black lines here, that represents what's called the endothelium, or the cells that line the blood vessel. And then we've got red blood cells that are floating through. And then purple, I made the purple, those are LDL particles that are large, buoyant, fluffy ones. And then these smaller ones are the small, dense, oxidized, damaged LDL particles that can get in to the inner layers of the blood vessel, the intima and the media. And then once you have these damaged small particles that are inside the inner layer here, now the immune cells come in. They're called macrophages. They swallow them up with the purple inside of the blue, and that becomes what's called a foam cell. And then the foam cell can die, and then that leads to calcification, and this is plaque formation right here. That plaque can rupture, heart attack, stroke, dead. Now this layer right here with the green hashes, that represents what's called the glycocalyx, and that is the support area that keeps the lining of the blood vessel healthy. We want to have a very good, strong glycocalyx. And the glycocalyx, number one, needs sunshine. When we get sunshine to our bodies, that maintains the healthy glycocalyx. The glycocalyx is also very high in sulfur. And sulfur helps keep those blood vessels kind of like Teflon. I don't like to use the word Teflon because Teflon itself is toxic, but a non-sticky blood vessel is really what the goal is, and there's many things that go into that. Sunshine, sleep, physical activity, movement, avoiding all the environmental toxins, and then, of course, food, but specifically food that is very high in sulfur. The best sources of sulfur are going to be animal products, so any kind of meat, seafood, it's going to be very high in sulfur. Other things that are high in sulfur, brassica vegetables, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and then garlic and onion are also very high in sulfur. Sulfur is really, really important to get into your diet. Eggs are a wonderful source of sulfur that help to make these hair-like projections and help to make that glycocalyx of the blood vessel very strong. There is also a supplement that can be helpful here. So on top of products that we use like Kickstart My Heart, which is the unvaccinated field harvested organ complex called Kickstart My Heart, we also use a product called Arterial, A-R-T-E-R-O-S-I-L. That's a unique form of seaweed that is very high in sulfur that is proven to help support the glycocalyx. And it's interesting because I kind of think about this layer in the blood vessel as like seaweed kind of swishing around in the blood flow here, just like seaweed would in the bottom of the ocean. And here's this particular product that is from seaweed. So that's what this is here. So you want to make sure that your blood vessel is super slick. This, as you can tell, does not include anything about statin drugs or any other pharmaceuticals to lower the numbers down. What we want to do is find the perfect cholesterol, LDL, HDL levels for each one of us, and that's what we do at Natural Heart Doctor. If you like this video, comment, share it with someone else who you like. This is the root strategy of how we prevent plaque from here. We give the body what it needs, we take away what it doesn't. That's the strategy we use at Natural Heart Doctor.